How was the lead sound of everything made? Let me show you. So the lead was made in Serum, and first I'll play you the melody with the initial preset. Yeah, as you can hear, it sounds a bit different in the final product. So what I started off doing is I adjusted the ADSR envelope to something like this. Then I added a second oscillator. I went into digital and I chose the RAF oscillator. I then added 4 voices. I lowered the detune a bit, and then I turned the wavetable position up like so. Then I went back to oscillator A and I added some more voices to that one, 5 to be exact. I lowered the detune on this one as well. Then I enabled the filter. So before I automated the cutoff filter, it sounded like this. So I made this shape in the LFO1 envelope and I connected it to the cutoff of the filter and I adjusted it to my liking. And after I modulated the filter with the LFO1 envelope, it sounds like this. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I also lowered the octave on both these oscillators. So when I played it, the lower notes just jump up 1 more step for me on the keyboard. And then on the effects side of things, I made sure to add a compressor with multiband and I adjusted it to my liking, which gave it a bit more of that snappy sound. And after that, I enabled the phaser, where I turned down all of these knobs except for the frequency knob. That one I actually modulated by connecting the LFO2 envelope to it, and I made a shape like this. It gave it a bit more of that vowel kind of sound, which I like. Then I added a bit of chorus. There's nothing special really going on over here. Then I added a hyper dimension. It gave it a bit more of a roomy type feeling. And after that, I loaded another filter on there with the MG-Low12 preset, and I modulated the cutoff on this one. And this just gives it even more of a vowel kind of feeling. Then it was time for some distortion, and I picked the Lin Fold preset with a little bit of drive and a very, very low mix to it. Gave it a tiny little edge. And then there's an EQ just cutting off the absolute lowest frequencies and the highest frequencies. Finally, I ended it with a delay. I lowered the feedback a bit and I lowered the mix a lot. And then I made this shape over here. Now with everything, it should sound something like this. But not to forget is to enable the mono and legato and to turn up the portamento. Also enable always for this one. And now when I play the melody you heard in the beginning, it sounds a bit different. Then there were some additional effects on the channel strip in FL, but that was mostly just a bit more compression and some reverb automation going on. Anyways, now you know how the lead sound was made for everything.